Alright, yo, so hello and welcome everybody. What is going on? I've done a poll. I've done a poll a month and a half ago, where the victory was declared a month and a half ago, where the next anime that I would watch was declared a month and a half ago. So why has it taken me until today? Why has it taken me until today to actually make a video, to actually make a live reaction to the show that won the poll? Because I was busy. I was busy, I really was, and I do apologize about that. But life takes priority over. Life takes priority over this channel any day of the week, every day of the week, and that is just the way it is. But now that we're actually getting started, let's get started. Now I was planning on doing this a double episode. I've just done 3 Gintama episodes, and as you can probably tell, it is 5:29. So I was planning on doing it like a double episode, 20-minute episode, and then do one Ashton Joe. But I overestimated myself, and I underestimated that this episode was 47 minutes long. Now, if you're new here to this channel, as you'll find a link in the description down below for Amazon Drive if you want to watch it with the actual footage in the video. So there'd be a footage roughly on here somewhere. If you don't want to watch it with the footage in the video and you want to watch it like this, so you can watch it on YouTube like this, where just basically the bottom part of the video is there. Now I'm going to have to make it obviously a folder for Fate Stays Zero. We're starting with Fate Stays Zero. I was told to start with Fate Stays Zero and then Fate Stays Night. So I've got both downloaded. I've got both Fate Stays Zero and Fate Stays Night downloaded, and OVAs and movies. I think there is. Oh, I know there's OVAs. But I think there might actually be a movie as well in the folder that I've got. Maybe just OVAs and endings and openings. But yeah, this is Fate Stay Zero, episode 1. It's 47 minutes and 44 seconds long, so I'm only going to do that today. And then tomorrow, Ashton and Joe will be here. But let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. I've not seen anything of this show. Not even heard. Well, I've heard stuff of the show, but that's it. Okay. When was this done? The animation looks crisp. Keiritsu. Boo. Here we. Huh? Let me just move the mouse to the right. What do you mean, I know? I need a little bit of context here. Okay. That name's gonna be difficult to remember. Okay, so he's obviously a prince. I think they said Einsberg in Germany. Kiritsugu, and her name was Illy. I've already forgotten what the child's name was, but apparently 8 years for something. Fate 0. Interesting. Stop with these names. I'm really bad at remembering names. So magic exists, okay. Familiars. Interesting. I'm just trying to. I know I'm not saying much. This guy's clearly up to something. Okay. If I was that guy, I'd be scared. They're just circling me like that. Could you guys stop circling him? So it's random. Right. I know I'm not saying much. I'm just trying to get everything that they're saying right now. One year ago. So that's 7 years. Alright, okay. Well, she looks cute. Okay. What mean no longer your daughter? So just like that. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's a bit harsh, don't you think? See, that's something I could never do. Just give my child away like that. Ah. This guy straight up looks like a titan. So he's a martyr then. Go on, that's a bit harsh now, don't you think? That does make sense. Fourth. So essentially, what I'm getting, that war is basically just like a game essentially between powerful families. At least that's what I'm understanding. What the guys said every 60 years. I right now I'm just a little bit confused, I guess, on the whole scenario. Obviously, it's world building, but not knowing the context. Wow. Wow. The heck? I legit feel sorry for her. The heck is wrong with him? This dude is savage. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult to remember. Okay. Okay, interesting. For me, I'm guessing. He's gonna, yeah. The student is absolutely rubbish. That's what he's gonna say. Exactly, something like that. Yeah. And he's gonna prove him wrong, of course. Don't even think about it. So you're basically a muggle. No. Isn't he a student? Come on, man. Thank you. He heard that probably. So that teacher was Mr. Archibald then. Alright. Come on now. Are you gonna open it? The three first families. Okay. Alright. Alright. For you, okay. Berserker. Straight away, my favourite class already. In every game, I'm always the attacker, the one that just goes out there. The one with the least health, but the one that just always the first in the front line. See, that guy's giving me info now that I need to actually understand what the heck is going on. So what, you're just gonna go in his place? He's gonna fail you, if he hasn't already. What time period is this? Who are you? Well, how am I going to remember all these names? So that's assassin. Well, the assassin class, I should say. I knew it looked like one of the classes, like the skull class. And that was the person that died at the beginning, Illy. Yeah. Mage Killer. Intriguing. Wait, by the way, no intro, no opening. Third magic. Okay. Alright. Most unlike a mage possible. That guy is savage. He's got that look. He's got a look of, I've seen too much. It doesn't even matter anymore. Fire mage. Yeah, well, he's doing the thing, the worm thingy thing. That's the teacher. Wind and water. Alright. Necromancy. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay. Okay, I know 5. We know 5 now. There's 7. But obviously they don't know that church or that him. He's working with thing. Okay. Not strange. You heretic! Interesting. Get a interesting. Interesting. I figured it's just because he wants to be good at everything. That's what I would do. Instead of being great at one thing, I'd be good at everything. Are you guys just talking about yourself? Both about each other being the same person. You guys are the same. Interesting. It's not the most powerful. It's not the most powerful or the one most proficient in one element. It's the one that he can't read. That he's the most scared of. That's interesting. A purpose, I'd say. A purpose, I'd say. But like I said, it's not the one that has the most proficiency in one area. It's good that we see each person's perspective, well, except the teacher. What the heck? Are you supposed to be his father? Hey. Inside his skin right now. That's your son! Kindness. How? You're just a no. Well, okay. I don't know whether you're a nobody, but still, the teacher said that you're a nobody. Oh, that's because the grade is appearing missing, right? The Holy Grail has chosen him. If they're mages, shouldn't they know what it is? I mean, they've only been mages for 3 generations. What the heck? Okay. Why though? Excalibur! What? Okay. I'm not sure that's what happened in Legends. So there is mana, okay. Eight. Pendragon. I've heard that somewhere before. That's a great point. I like the way he's thinking. Most difficult. Okay. Interesting. Another name. Interesting. It wouldn't be a real war. Okay. I want to know what the limits are on the Holy Grail. I'll never forget you. I'll show you no mercy. It's funny how she says the exact same thing. That's why I don't like little children. Okay. everyone is basically saying that they all have the strongest servants or the strongest relics to summon a servant. Bro, he used to have black hair. I know I should have said that before, but he used to have black hair. All for her. Wow. It's difficult. I don't know who to root for. It's definitely either him or the what are they called? The Eins, whatever. The guy we just saw, Emiya. I don't know that's his surname, but I feel sorry for that girl, you know. Oh, it's quite interesting. We've seen 5 now. Okay. Okay. And I think now I have to be for him because he's got Berserk. Schweinorg. Okay. Interesting. I like the way he's dressed. Just his overall design looks awesome. What is his? Alright, obviously he took it from Thing. I'm guessing he said that because obviously he's summoning a knight. We've seen Hassan already, so I'm interested how the other ones look. He looks badass. He looks badass, straight up. He... Alphonse? Is that you? Everybody's saying that about the victory. Are you? Who the heck is that? Didn't you say Arthur Pendragon? The Summoning of Heroes. Minus. Is that a countdown? That was the end of the episode. Ah, is that was the end of the episode? Okay. I listen. No, I don't want to listen to the outro, just because I feel like it might spoil a little bit of a few characters in the future. But I thought overall this episode, it started off very confusing. I'll be honest. I watched this episode. Obviously, I don't know, like the first 10 minutes or so, I was like, is this the right episode? Am I on the right series? Was it right for me to start on Fate Stay Zero, not Fate Stays Night? Because that's what I was going to start on, Fate Stays Night. And then I was told start with Fate Stays Zero, which obviously that's this one. So the first 10 minutes, I was just like, I have no idea what is going on. But when we had the kid, whose name I can't remember right now, but when we had the kid, the one from London, hey, represent the UK, bro. When we had him. And he was essentially going through what the I think they said the Fourth Grail War, which means 240 years ago. That's when it was established, because obviously they said 60 years, 60, 120, 180, 240. So 240 years ago is when the first Holy Grail War happened, and right now this the Fourth Holy Grail War. So once every 60 years, at least that's what I got. Once every 60 years, there's basically a tournament. The three great families, essentially, they summoned the Holy Grail, and now the Holy Grail decides who shall be fighting in a tournament to actually get the opportunity to use it. At least that's the way I'm understanding it. If I'm not getting that right, you can correct me in the comment section down below. But the way I'm understanding is that the Holy Grail, I think at the beginning, the guy with the red thing, the guy with the red suit, I think he was saying that the Holy Grail that is appearing isn't the actual Holy Grail, but it still has enough power to allow someone to make a wish. I think that's what he said. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. When he was circling that one, I was like, why are you circling with the other guy? So I think that's what he said. That it's not the actual Holy Grail, but it has enough power to grant you any wish. Now the thing is, I want to know what the limits are to that wish, because the one guy that's going through the worm treatment with that girl Sakura, hell, he's the uncle to the girl Sakura. He was saying, well, he basically promised his father, I'm gonna get you the Holy Grail, and and she doesn't have to go through the worms treatment that you saw with him. Now, if you won the Holy Grail, wouldn't you just be able to revert time and be like, you know what, that never happened? What are the limits to any wish that you want? What exactly are the limits? That's what I want to know. If they go through it later on, then obviously don't tell me. But if they don't go through what the limits are, then you can talk about that. In general, I mean, spoilers. I don't mind. I'm not that real. I don't really care that much for spoilers, but I just don't want big things to be spoiled, if that makes sense. So if it's just a small thing, next episode you're gonna meet a very interesting character, or next episode is gonna be hype or something like that, I don't really care. So you guys, those guys that have been here for a while know I don't really care. I actually thank you if you actually say the next episode you might want to do a double or something like that, because it's gonna be very epic. That tells me that something epic is gonna happen, but I think that's actually a good thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the first 10 minutes very confusing, or the first 50 minutes very confusing, and I think that's why it was actually a 47 minutes episode, why it was like a double, essentially, like a special, because they needed to establish everything. They needed to establish at least 5 of the 7 families, or 4 of the 7 families, I guess you could say, or 4 of the 7 people that are going to participate, I should say. So, yeah, now there's one intriguing thing that the teacher said. His name starts with A, I know that, but there's something very interesting that the teacher said, that the older your family is, the more power you hold. And obviously we know that they're 3 original families, so it's going to be quite interesting to see. Now, my money personally is on the guy that, like I said, I'm really bad with names. Really bad with the main characters' names, I guess you could say. I know Illy, if that helps. Katsugu, I think, is the other guy, the assassin, I guess you could call him. But the other guy that went through the worm treatment, his surname is Mugo, I think. I feel like I feel like I'm gonna root for him, in all honesty, because he got the Berserker class. And like I said, when it comes to games or anything really, I'm usually the person on the front line. So I won't be the tank. I'll be the person with like the least health, the character with like the least health, but the one that's still on the front line. Just because I just like being in somebody's face, be like ha 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 ha. I don't know. That's just me. So if that's what I'm guessing the Berserker class is, then I'm probably gonna be rooting for that guy. But we'll see. I mean, he's the one I feel the most sorry for, and he's the one whose motivation I probably find the best. I don't understand everyone else's motivation just yet, but because obviously Illy said that the name Katsugu, that once his servant learns of his motivation, that she's gonna immediately follow. So I want to know what his actual goal is, what his actual aspiration is to do with the Holy Grail. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was a decent first episode. Very confusing, but nonetheless, it was a good episode. Once I actually understood what was going on, it was like, okay, you know what? This makes sense. In terms of an anime, this makes sense. It's going to be quite interesting to see how it plays out now. Obviously, there's 7 people, they mentioned. 7 people fighting in that war, and we've not seen every single person, so it's going to be quite interesting to see if in the future I might be like, you know what? I actually think that person should win. We'll see. We'll see. But animation-wise, I really liked it. Opening-wise, there was no opening. I can't really judge that. I'm a huge fan of a good OST. Now, I'll be honest. The only bit of Fate Stays, the series as a whole that I've seen, was Animens. Don't know if you guys watch him. He makes piano videos, and he was playing Fate Stays UBW, I think, opening. So that's the only thing that I knew. That's the only thing I know about this series as a whole. So I was actually hoping that I'm going to hear an opening, that, in all honesty. And I don't want to listen to the ending. I really shouldn't listen to the opening either. Well, I can listen to the ending and the opening, but obviously I don't want to watch it in case they are characters. But yeah, I'll watch it regardless, even if they're characters and it spoils. But maybe not in the first episode like this. Maybe in like episode 3 or so, I'll actually watch the opening and listen and watch the ending and whatnot. But anyway, like I said, very enjoyable episode. And yeah, like I said, the first, it's just weird because normally you expect the first 10 minutes to be an explanation, whereas in this case, it was the first 10 minutes were just like a what the heck is going on, and then after that, I was like, okay, you know what, this makes more and more sense as the episode is going on. So that's that. I'll see you guys in the next one, which I don't know when that will be. I'll maybe try and do like one episode every 2 days or an episode a day. I don't want to promise an episode a day because I always do that. I always promise, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and that, and then at the end it doesn't turn out to be that way. So let's say an episode every 2 days. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and have a nice day. Bye.